Figure I'd share a little update, getting some of this wiring sorted out. Passenger side wiring is all squared away, seats hooked up, blah, blah, blah. Driver side wiring is the biggest nightmare. Let's see. That bundle up there is going away. This needs to be bundled back up and put together. And this snake down here, the BCM and the remote keyless entry. And then my taillight wiring. The BCM and the remote keyless entry is going to go behind the driver's seat right here because the partition wall will be right where that line is right there. Partition wall will be there, so the BCM, remote keyless entry, and all that will be right there. And then that harness will go down under the car and shoot back to the taillights. Now, outside of the wires I pointed out on the driver's side floorboard, this is the rest of the wiring I've already cut out of the car. Some of this is the S&S coach wiring that was not very well done. I don't care what anybody says. Scotch locks are a no-go, especially when you do Scotch lock on top of Scotch lock on top of Scotch lock. That's all tied to this tiny little 18 gauge factory wire. They're running all of that off of that one wire. Yeah, that's a no-go. And a chunk of this wire that's laying here is what's left of the original factory stereo, which is what this module is. On the B and D body cars, Cadillac being the D body, the radio was actually in the trunk. Outside of a couple little things that need to be tied up against the kick panel there, you see the new wiring harness runs down through here. This will actually get tied down, all down here into the corner of the transmission hump, then run over. But that's all cleaned up and done. We just have to finish getting rid of that. That wiring right there is actually for the back doors, for what would have been like the window motors, speakers, things like that. Mainly right there is the window motors and power door locks and that harness. All the speaker wires are laying down there now. But yeah, excuse me, get that cleaned up and get it all loomed up and put away pretty. And I can go ahead and stretch that carpet back out over top of all that mess and be one step closer to having this big girl on the road.